If you're an Olympic lifter, a strongman competitor, hell, even a CrossFitter, it's pretty damn clear where you want to throw in your overhead press work. It's a primary lift, your core lift, the meat and potatoes, the main events. However, if let's say you're a bodybuilder, a powerlifter, or someone like me that is somewhere in between that just wants to look good naked and be able to perform like an absolute savage, the question exists, where does it fit in? Well, in today's video, I want to share with you my thoughts on how to program in the overhead press and other overhead press variations that you might not be doing that can give you the size and performance gains that you're looking for. What's up, meatheads? Coach MANdler here, Team Swole Patrol. Got a kick-ass Flex Friday workout for you today. We're gonna get to that, but first, I want to discuss the overhead press. Now, for many guys that aren't, like I said, gonna be competing in CrossFit, Olympic lifting, or strongman, the overhead press is one of those secondary lifts, all right? It's a big meat and potatoes lift, a simple movement that will put on all sorts of that athletic mass you're looking for, but it's not a primary movement for a lot of guys that see the bench press as the main lift of all upper body lifts, okay? If you're in powerlifting, the bench press is the ultimate upper body dominant lift. If you're a gym bro, of course the bench press, and probably for a lot of you gym bros out there, the incline bench press is going to be the main event. But the question exists, where can I program in the overhead press? And for me personally, when I got out of strongman and kind of separated myself from having the overhead press as the main event, the core movement that I stuck most of my upper body priority training into developing, I switched into powerlifting, where bench press is obviously the big hitter. And for me, that meant that everything that I did programming wise was built around what I could do to increase my bench press. And when we're talking about switching from the overhead press being a primary movement to it being a secondary movement, what it does is not only help you, build more mass in your upper back and in your shoulders, but it's also going to be a great movement to facilitate increasing the weak point strength for a bigger bench press. And what I do is this. I focus on using it as a secondary lift, an accessory weak point lift that when I strengthen with different rep ranges and different weights, obviously, after my bench press is going to be a great way to not only build more of the mass I'm looking for in that yoke region, that shoulders and upper back region, but it's also going to help me fight through one of those bitch ass bench press plateaus that I experience when the bar kind of, fails to move up right around probably, I'd say 2 inches to 3 inches off my chest, right around that kind of middle region of the bench press. Whenever I fail there, I know that's something that has to do more with increasing shoulders and chest strength. So start viewing the overhead press if you're a bodybuilder, a powerlifter, or just someone that wants to look good and perform good. Start viewing it as a secondary lift that, when introduced right after your core movement, your primary movement, your main upper body lift of the day, will help facilitate not only the size gains you're looking for in the delts and upper back, but also boost the primary movement, your incline bench or your flat bench, so that you can be able to not only have that size and muscularity you're going for, but also back it up with some serious ass kicking capabilities. Hopefully that makes sense. If you have any other questions about that, or how to introduce other kind of in-between movements into your personal training regimen, simply leave those questions in the comment section below, and I'll answer them as quickly as I can. But nevertheless, today's Flex Friday routine is going to be a great example of what I just talked about. Did a 3-rep max on the bench press. And as you can see, I started to kind of fail kind of midway up on you know, the last 2 reps. And that is something that requires me to work on increasing my overhead press, because shoulders are clearly one of the reasons I started to shit the bed on that weight with that particular rep max. You know what I mean? So nevertheless, check out today's Flex Friday routine. Do it for yourself. If you have any questions about it, leave them in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Hey man, hopefully you dig today's Flex Friday routine. If you did and you want to learn more about my specific brand of performance bodybuilding style training that allows you to look and perform like an absolute beast, then before you leave, do yourself a solid and pick up your free copy of the muscle building blueprint that I put together for you by clicking on this button right here, or if you're on your cell phone or tablet while watching, simply click on the first link that you see down there in the description box and I'll take you to that same free gift page. Once you're there, simply read through all the cool free training modules I'm going to be hooking you up with and enter your email address in the box provided and I'll email it to you completely free of charge the second you hit the submit button. Very cool and simplified gift that will help you clear up a lot of the misconceptions on what it takes to build more of that athletic, powerful, and ripped up muscle mass that you're looking for that will allow you to look and perform like the beast you're trying to be. Really cool and really free, which is awesome. So if you want it, click here or click there and I'll take you to that free gift page and you can do the rest from there. Before you leave too, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss out on any of the kick-ass tips and routines that I'll be hooking you up with here in the future. Appreciate your time, guys. Have a good one. MANdler out.